Welcome to NXT The Game, Season 1, Episode 18. Last show, we had the show after TakeOver Glory. Now we're at the show after that, where we had just announced the NXT Money in the Bank concept, as well as Zack Ryder successfully defending his NXT Television Championship for the first time. Let's get into the show. Alright, Renee Wong, welcome to NXT. William Regal has pushed back the #1 contenders match to the NXT Television title, which is held by Zack Ryder, and that championship match back a week as well. Because of what Scott Hall announced last week, tonight, in an NXT Glory rematch, we're going to see Samoa Joe take on Rhyno. The lineups are unclear, Renee, but Rhyno and Joe are in a rematch from TakeOver Glory that stole the show. Tonight's main agenda is going to be on fleek. Corey Graves, really, Tom, on fleek? Tom Phillips is what the kids are saying these days, Corey. I thought if anyone knew that, it would be you. Renee Young laughing. Also, tonight, Prince Pity is back in action against one half of the NXT Tag Team Champions. But to kick it off, Blake and Murphy team up with the Mechanics, Dawson and Wilder, to take on the Vaudevillains and the Hype Bros. Alright, and about that, I saw it in interaction, but not in the much way. If Blake and Murphy and the Mechanics defeated the Hype Bros and the Vaudevillains in 11.5 minutes, when Blake defeated Mojo Rally by pinfall via distraction of Alexa Bliss. Bliss also had a lot of interference, distracting Aiden English, Simon Gotch, and Ryder. Basically, Bliss basically distracted everyone, and why wouldn't she? English was off his game, Bliss was great, Wilder seemed off his game, but the commentary gave the match a boost, so not too bad. By the way, tonight we are in the Mid-Atlantic region for the first time. Alright, the scene opens up in the back now with Scott Hall and Triple H talking. Triple H motions to the stagehands and asks him to go get William Regal. Scott Hall, thanks for letting me pick James Storm opponent at NXT TakeOver R Evolution for the NXT Championship. Triple H, so you aren't going to tell me who you picked? Chico, don't you trust me? The papers have already been faxed and the documents are on the way back right now. I trust you, Scott, says Triple H laughing. Fine. Hall whispers into H's ear. Triple H laughing. Oh shit, Regal's going to shit a brick. Scott Hall, you said anyone. That I did. That I did. The scene fades with the stagehands being shown looking for Regal. So who did Scott Hall pick? We are not sure. Alright, in an extremely short match, Baron Corbin defeated Bull Dempsey in 3.5 minutes with the end of days. This was basically just a match to get Baron Corbin's heat back after his loss at the pay-per-view against James Storm. And Bull Dempsey, he hasn't been on TV for a while, so sorry Dempsey, you're jobbing out for Baron Corbin this match, buddy. Alright, after having just beat Bull Dempsey, Baron Corbin stands over him and plays to the fans. So basically, Baron Corbin is a face, beating Bull Dempsey, who's a heel, and basically just pandering to the NXT Universe. Alright, now a simple promo that reads Finn Balor, and next week will be returning. Alright, the camera now shows Bayley with Candice LeRae behind her. The fans go crazy for Bayley and begin to chant her name. Bayley. Last week I took out Dana Brooke. Next week she pauses, me and Emma go one-on-one. Bayley smiles. Don't lose focus, Gail, because I'm gunning for your NXT Women's Championship. I want your NXT Women's Championship. I need your NXT Women's Championship. What happened at NXT TakeOver Glory was a joke. The fans boo. But you know me, says Bayley. Cup of half full and such. So tonight, take care of business, because you know me. That's what I'm doing next week against Emma. Taking care of business. Good luck, Gail. Good luck. The scene ends with Candice giving Bayley a kiss on her cheek and the fans chanting Bayley's name. Alright, in a match that has some good action, but not in the much way. Asuka defeated Gail Kim by pinfall with a Bill Kim after distraction by Bayley. That's right, Bayley finally gets her revenge against Bill Kim by distracting her, leading Asuka to get the victory. The match suffered from a lapse of psychology. It could have really been used by someone with knowledge of a proper flow. I don't know who I had as the road agent for that match. That'll be interesting. I believe it was Sarah Amato, but she's been a road agent for quite a few matches and I've had no problem with, and both of these women are pretty good, so I'm not sure what happened. The storyline continues, basically with Bayley and Gail Kim. Asuka was used as a vehicle. Alright, William Regal is now shown walking in and greets Triple H and Scott Hall. So I've been told you wanted to see me? Triple H, yeah, William. Cut off. Well, says Scott Hall, I've been working hard, as you know, as a road agent these last few weeks, and well, Triple H agreed to let me book the NXT title match at NXT TakeOver R Evolution coming up. William pauses. Hey, he wants us to work together, Scott. I see no reason why you can't be in on that decision. I look forward to discussing with you, says Regal honestly. So William Regal, literally, feeling good about it. Chico, I've made the match, and the contract has been signed, says Scott Hall. Hall walks over to the nearby fax machine and sees the papers coming through, handing them to Regal. Regal starts flipping through the papers and flipping through the papers and flipping through the papers. The camera zooms on Regal now, gritting his teeth, a little frustrated, very frustrated, and right before the scene ends on the signature, then focusing up to the names. James Storm, champion, versus Sean, X-Pot Waltman. So it looks like Scott Hall's using his clique friendships for, not necessarily evil, but he's granting his friends matches, and that's what William Regal was scared was going to happen. Scott Hall using his friendships, put his friends in positions that they shouldn't necessarily be in. Not that Shawn X-Pac Waltman hasn't been in the WWE Universe before and isn't well known by the fans and isn't a good wrestler, but he's leapfrogging a lot of guys here, due to Scott Hall's friendship. And Triple H is just basically letting it happen because he thinks it's funny. All right, now video shown hyping the NXT champions Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy along with Carmella. Just good-natured hype. All right, now here's another match. In the match that has some good action and average heat, Enzo Amore defeated Tyler Breeze in 8 minutes by pinfall after distraction from Sami Zayn. During the match, we also had Eva Marie run in and attack Enzo Amore. So basically, I don't understand what's going on. This is an Enzo Amore thing. Enzo Amore has no pairing with Colin Cassidy as well. Yet in the tag team matches, it's shown that they have good chemistry together. So I don't understand. Tyler and Eva, we know have great chemistry. And Eva Marie did good did some good work at ringside. So basically, I'm just not sure what to think of Enzo Amore at this point. I need to look into his page a little bit, I guess, see what's going on, because he's not working well with anybody. But he has good tag team chemistry with with Colin. So I don't really understand what's going on with Enzo Amore. Maybe I need to give him a bonus or something. All right, one half of the NXT Tag Team Champions, Enzo Amore, had just beaten Tyler Breeze. His first loss in over 3 months since aligning with Eva Marie. The distraction from NXT TakeOver Glory opponent, whom he beat via a fistful of tights, that is, Tyler Breeze pinning Sami Zayn by cheating. Sami Zayn and botched interference from Eva Marie has also helped Enzo beat Breeze. Cassidy slides into the ring with Carmella and raises Enzo's hand and nods to Sami as Eva holds Tyler close and the two make their way back up the ramp. Tyler is not happy. Eva is not happy. And surely Sami is not going to be happy. James Storm is now backstage with the NXT title over his shoulder. Week after week, month after month, year after year, people have been stepping to the Cowboy and trying to make a name for themselves off me laying on my back. I'm telling you all right now, and I've been telling you all for years. Sorry about your damn luck, Storm continues. You see, being an NXT champion is something that I had worked for years to become. Being an NXT champion isn't a small feat. Oh, no. Being an NXT champion, having everyone look up and take shots at you isn't anything new to me. Samoa Joe and Finn Balor failed. Baron Corbin failed. And just heard the news. Shawn X-Pac Waltman considered a failure. He looks up and the fans cheer loudly. Looks like that friendship rocket has been strapped to your ass just paid off. Come NXT TakeOver Revolution, Pac. You're going to wish your buddy hasn't just done that. So basically Storm calling out Waltman. Storm being the heel, Waltman being the face. But Storm's not wrong, Waltman got a title shot out of nowhere. And the match had some good and average heat. Samoa Joe drew Rhyno when the match descended into chaos. I have not used this to sports entertainment finish. But Rhyno and Joe, after fighting at NXT TakeOver Glory, are not done with each other yet. I plan to go a little bit further with these two, mainly because I have plans for Joe going forward, and Rhyno I don't have plans for. But the match has just ended in DQ, with Joe and Rhyno fighting all over the place. Referees and agents run out and try to separate the two and are unable to. The NXT logo fades with Rhyno and Samoa Joe trying to be pulled apart. So that was another episode of NXT television. Increased in 5, lost in 11. The storylines, they're just barely below the 53 threshold. I have 5 storylines at like 50 or below. Just barely below what they need to be. And it's killing me in popularity the last couple shows. I'm not too worried. My popularity was pretty good. The industry is declining, so that sucks. But I'm not really worried. We're stable where we're at. We're making money barely, but we're making money. We're not losing money. But anyway, this is NXT Season 1, Episode 18. We're going to roll into October now, and hopefully we get another show up tomorrow night. Thanks for watching, everybody.